So I wanted to take the time to make a video answering the questions in the comments that I have gotten from this video. Let's get into this video. I'm going to answer the ones where there's questions that I can answer. Amazing video, but I need to know, is Bakersfield safe to live in? And for an upcoming music artist, is it a place you can start from and be known? Are there opportunities that will make you get out there? Example, backstage, auditions, casting calls, singing in various places, etc. So this is a two-part question. Is Bakersfield a safe place to live in? And I've talked about that in a couple of videos. In one of the videos, I will tag it here. So if you want to check that video out, please click on it and then it'll give you more information. But just to wrap it up, is Bakersfield a safe place to live in? I would say, honestly, when it comes to stuff like crimes, and I'm referring to like theft, I would say Bakersfield has a high theft rate. That is proven, and actually I have a video where I talked about the statistics as well about the theft. But as far as crime, I can't say that it's necessarily like really high in crime. I've been living here for a while, I would say over 10 years. I haven't had too much crime done to me as far as like physical crime, but I have had theft happen to me. As far as a safe place to live, I can't say that it's not safe because I do have a family here, and if I felt like it wasn't really 1000% safe, I definitely would not be living here. For me, I would say that it is safe enough to live here. But if you want more of a statistical standpoint of it, then I will tag my video that I made on the statistics in this video, and then also I'm going to tag the video that I made about is it safe as far as theft, because I would be lying if I said I've never had things stolen from me. I've had my car stolen on multiple occasions, and I'm not saying my one car, I'm saying on different occasions of me having cars have been stolen. So you are going to experience some different things, but I'm not going to say that it's just a place where you can't walk down the street in the fear of something happening to you. I don't have that fear of, oh, if I go outside something's going to happen to me. Second part of the question is, what about upcoming artists? So that question I can't really 1000% answer, but what I can say is that I don't know anybody personally that I could reference, but just based off of people that I maybe be friends with on social media or I have follow on social media that is a local artist, I would say that. As far as those opportunities, I would definitely say you could look at those opportunities from either networking, you know, getting yourself out there, networking, getting to know people. Also, there are different, you know, forums where you can join. You can go onto Craigslist, because there's times where I went onto Craigslist and they have gigs on there. They have acting gigs. They have, you know, there's people that may need things. Honestly, I would say that your best bet probably is going to be based off of when you get in the town is getting on social media, and if you're a singer, start posting videos of you singing and start letting people know that you're in Bakersfield, and people will start to communicate with you, and there's a possibility that you may get, you know, some traction off that. But yeah, so it's gonna be what you make it. There are people that I don't know personally. I can't say like I can call them and ask them, but there are people that I see on social media that are making a name for themselves and that they're local and they're doing their thing. So hopefully that answers your question. This video was very informative. Thank you so much for your comments. I'm moving to Bakersfield next year to work in the city. I like the idea of driving around wouldn't be that hard. My only concern is the heat and pollution. Great content. Would love to see more content about Bakersfield. Okay, that's another thing I like about Bakersfield, is that every place in Bakersfield is gonna, depending on the traffic and depending on the time of day, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, it's gonna be about 15, no more than 20 minutes to get to, depending on what side of town you're on. But it's driving distance. It's not gonna take you an hour to get somewhere. If you're going out on the outskirts, then you are gonna be pushing 25 and more minutes. But for the most part, you could drive places and it's not, you know, so far to get there. The heat. It is hot. I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's not hot out here. Is it bearable? It is bearable. Is it annoying? Yes, it's annoying. Is it hot? Yes, but it's not unbearably hot. There's places that get hotter. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Arizona and Vegas gets hotter than Bakersfield. And people live there. The pollution, I don't have like asthma or breathing problems, but from what I hear, people say that the pollution is bad. The air quality is bad. I know I believe I talked in my previous video about they have valley fever out here. That is something that you definitely, I would say you are more than likely you want to talk to a doctor about. Another comment here says, I want to move out of the LA area cities to a cheaper, smaller city that is guaranteed to grow and make my house worth more. Victorville and Bakersfield are both options I'm looking at right now, but the fact that Bakersfield is double the size of Victorville makes it that much more appealing, since I don't want to feel like I'm living in some rural area. I still want to live in a big city, and the homes there aren't too bad. I've seen many good homes for $350,000. Okay, so yes, Bakersfield is going to be definitely a cheaper option to LA, and just like I was stating earlier, that you are able to still go to LA within maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, even when you live in Bakersfield. Bakersfield is definitely expanding. I believe they're going to be building a casino, and that's going to be driving more, you know, people to that want to move here, because they're going to probably be closer to the casino. So they are, since I've been here, and I was a minor when I first moved here, but since I've been here, I've seen Bakersfield kind of grow and get bigger over time, and they've added things to Bakersfield, and it's becoming more of a city-like city, if that makes sense. But they're building freeways. They're starting to create more freeways. As far as the home prices, I always just from what I see, because I do research as well, like I like to look on Zillow and look at houses and stuff. But yeah, the sweet spot of houses, if you are someone that is like a first-time home buyer, you want just a standard 3-bedroom 2-bathroom home in a nice area, you're definitely, the 300 to 350,000 range is going to be your sweet spot in Bakersfield. You can find some really nice good homes for 350,000. The first home that I funded when I got my license was a really nice home, and he got that home for $300,000. I had to relocate here in Bakersfield. I love the fact it's not crowded like LA, but question healthcare. What your best healthcare place you will take your kids or recommend? Thank you. Somebody else commented, said don't go to Clinica Sierra Vista. They always make you wait for appointments, and they are 3 months out. I would recommend, one of the doctors that I would recommend is Bakersfield Pediatrics. They're really good. I would highly recommend them. The appointments are not bad at all. You can get in, especially, I mean, it really just kind of depends on the time of year. As long as it's not like school time where the kids got to get the physicals and stuff, you can get in soon, and sometimes they even have same-day appointments. So I would recommend that one. I can't speak for a lot of them, but I will recommend Bakersfield Pediatrics for sure. Is there a lot of dental offices there? I will be moving soon. Thank you for the info. Dental offices, I would say yes, for sure. There's a lot of dental offices. There's enough to choose from what I would definitely say. So yes, definitely. Question, how are the jobs in Bakersfield? That's a really good question. Depending on what you have on your resume is going to determine how easy it is to find a job. One thing that I noticed is that if you have a degree, you don't really have to have a lot of experience. You just have to have a degree for some positions. Now, as far as like fast food jobs, warehouse jobs, you could find a job, definitely, for sure. Waitressing jobs, bartending, those type of things, you could find a job in those positions for sure. But as far as like office jobs and stuff, depending on like if you want to work at a courthouse or something like that, there are jobs there, but it's gonna, what type of job that you want is going to determine the level of effort you're gonna have to put in to get that job. If you're a nurse, then yeah, I think it's pretty easy to find a job in Bakersfield. If you're a caretaker, I think it's pretty easy to find a job in Bakersfield. If you're a truck driver, you know, things like that, there's things where you could find jobs. Even if you're getting into real estate, you could always find a job with real estate. You just, you know, you're independent, so you can always find a job in real estate. So it really just depends on what you're doing for a living.